chief guest. She's known to be a veteran of the industry, someone who is known to be a game changer, and we will be delighted not only to hear from us, but also she will be felicitating the brands and unveiling our coffee table book. May I request all of you to please put your hands together as I now request our chief guest, Srimati Dr. Annam, Visala, Joint Drugs Controller, Central Drug Standard Control Organization, Directorate General of Health Services, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, to please join us here on stage and appreciate the presence of the wonderful, wonderful brands in the healthcare sector.
A very good evening. I'm delighted to be here and would want to congratulate the organizers for this wonderful symposium and conference, which has brought in researchers, entrepreneurs, and of course, maybe the lone regulator here on the dais. It's heartening to see that you have spoken not just branding, you have also spoken about patient centricity. And that's the key. As a regulator from CDSCO, the National Regulatory Authority, we regulate both the space of drugs, biologics, including medical devices. So what we do is implement the quality standards, and it's really heartening to see that today the Indian pharma has come of age. We, as Indian pharma, have noticed that we export medicines, as you all know, to more than 200 countries. Vaccines we do export to major regulated countries, and majority of our exports to WHO. Today, we have built in our capabilities in the biopharmaceutical space. We produce affordable medicines, and I'm also happy to tell you that CDSCO has recently approved the first CAR T cell therapy in India, and it is nothing but a great achievement from the Indian scientists and coming from IIT Mumbai. It is the humanized CAR T cell, and it's affordable at 1/10 of the cost. Apart from this, we have seen that APIs, key starting material, drug products are exported to as many countries that I just spoke of. Indian manufacturers have opened their facilities in US and Europe, and today they have spread their wings across various nations. I was recently in WHO for a 4-month fellowship program, and I was very delighted to see that most of the WHO PQ manufacturers are from India, and this itself stands as a tall achievement for the Indian pharmaceutical sector. From regulation perspective, you all know that the Drugs and Cosmetics Act seems very old, the Pre-Independent Act, that is of 1940. But in 2017, we ushered in the medical device rules. In 2019, we brought in the new drugs and clinical trial rules, and subsequently changes to the existing rules for cosmetics and other medical products. We are also progressing towards a totally revised Drugs and Cosmetics Act, which will be a game changer to be harmonizing our legislation of quality standards, safety standards on par with US FDA and WHO. And that is all the achievement today of the Indian pharma. And kudos and my congratulations from CDSU, and we look forward for great innovations. I have just heard to Spandan, which as a pocket device, a point of care device, in fact, and was verifying a website to see whether this product is registered in the country for use. Typical mindset of a regulator. So, and indeed, it is CDSO certified. So, we look forward for many such innovations coming from Indian pharma and research-based products, and totally robust in their quality standards. And also would want to tell you that we have revised the good manufacturing practice guidelines, and they are effective as early as tomorrow morning. It is effective from the 28th June 2023. So this legislation is again on par with the WHO guidelines. I've also heard two doctors who have been on the stage to present, and Madam has studied from MAMC. We are the neighbors. FDA Bhavan is neighbor to MAMC. And she's very right when she said that we need to have standard therapy guidelines, whether it is in the space of pediatrics or any other treatment areas. We have experts on board, and I'm sure some of you are on board of CDSU, giving their expert advice on clinical trials, clinical validation of medical devices, etc. Apart from this, I find a lot of innovation happening in the space of electronic health records. And we should never forget that India, like one of the colleague speakers on the panel was citing the UPI moment. And from the group, you had asked momentum. Where are we headed? I should say yes, in the positive direction. And National Digital Health Mission actually brought in certain guidelines for digitizing the patient electronic health records and also telemedicine. Today, when we talk of medical device regulation, there is definitely AI being built into this, including machine learning that's coming at a faster pace, I should say. Various regulators, including the US FDA, Health Canada, and European authorities have come up with good machine learning practices. They have also published reflection papers on using AI and machine learning in the space of pharmaceutical development. It also talks of how to develop these products at the preclinical stage and what we need to look for in terms of context of use. When we talk of context of use, definitely it is nothing but patient centricity, and that's the need of the hour. So it's interesting to see so many experts, entrepreneurs, young minds together today to discuss patient care and health technologies. I wish you all the very best in this area and wish to see many more products coming to the light of the day and receiving approvals from the regulatory authority for marketing your brands. All the very best. Yeah.
Thank you so very much, ma'am.